Hello. Oops. Hello. Welcome back to another uh video. Sorry, I think of putting the chair to max height. We are, with the webcam. We're doing an experiment with the webcam for making these videos at home. Hello. Hello. Alright, we're doing an experiment with the webcam making these videos at home. Um so I don't know how the microphone is gonna work. I feel like I have to just talk kind of loud, and I don't like that. I might have to just use the webcam microphone. So maybe in the next video, we will use the webcam microphone, and then I'll just uh, both of them back and see what determine which microphone we will be using going forward for this excursion mostly. But spoiler warning immediately. Obviously, this is like correct, but spoiler warning immediately. If you don't want to know what happens in the Outer Limits, I know this is like one of the other videos I forgot to say. I don't know what happens in the Outer Limits, the 1960s version or whatever. Um, Now's your time to vamoose skedaddle because I'm about to talk about one episode. At least I'm about to talk about one episode. Episode I'm going to talk about is one of the episodes that's semi vivid in my mind, and it is the Moonstone episode. Essentially, it's about abandonment, about abandoning you know morals and promises that you make to people, which make you out to be a worse person or just unreliable, undependable, and a coward. And essentially, this episode, there's like these group of astronauts or something, and they're like on a colony on like Mars or something, and they are uh, picking up some stone or whatever, and they like bring it into the ship, and then they start having interpersonal drama. The guy gets mad at the other guy, saying like, "Yo, don't talk to me that way in front of the crew. It doesn't look good. It makes you whatever." And I thought he was like a robot or something. Like I thought he was like a robot. I thought it was like, oh, this is like a robot, and the robot doesn't like being talked to, like he's not a human or something. And that's what I thought the episode was gonna be about. But no, the episode is about this guy who um was in a war. I think they was like in the Korean War or something, and he was like, I'm jumping ahead, but he was like snitching to the woman. He was telling her about the guy lying to the village of people about how he was gonna save them, and then they got attacked, and then he killed them all. Like he killed everybody, and that was after she agreed to marry the other guy because they was having a little like thing or whatever, and she didn't want to marry him because she has like the morals of like she doesn't like the military. Her father didn't like the military, and he gave her the ideals that like the military is bad because they have different ideas about certain things. Like they are a wing of destruction, and science is like that is goes against everything that goes against everything in science. Is like science is like this curious like thing, and the military is not curious. They just want to kill, kill, kill. Is what the way that he described it, and it's a bit funny in many ways because she gives in to his advances of marriage proposal or whatever. And it's funny because the way that they have the character, like the female character, the way that they have her like presented is very unique. I think this pin is dead. Is this pin dead? Tip is like kind of crusty. All right. So the way that they present her, like she has like sideburns, her hair is a little like disheveled, and they were wearing like these like steampunk glasses at one point in the episode, and I was like, bro, like they must have been like really like uh excited about like this whole like setup because it's like, ooh, look, they're wearing the steampunk glasses with the little like arch in the middle. Um, you know the ones, and a bunch of other like little things. And I was like, yeah, they have her looking like they don't have her like dolled up. Like usually in these old like shows, the woman is very like put together like really well in a way that is like um pleasing to see, I guess. Like she looks like, if you were to cut out a stencil of something and it looks good, doesn't have any rough edges, it looks like that, right? Like not that, everybody likes that, but it's like not offensive. And the kind of the way they had her in this episode, the Moonstar episode, she was like a little bit like not conventional in the way that she looked. It almost made her look ugly by comparison to what they've presented on the show. And I think that that's funny when you think about it. I'm trying to I'm dead, bro. Dead, but it keeps like keeps not writing. But um yeah, she has like her sideburns out and it's like kind of crazy. But the guy who told on the other dude who's not a good guy, guy B told on guy A about his failure to keep his promise to the people after they helped him. And she's worried about this, so she's about to go tell him. And the guy starts to chase behind her for whatever reason, and he falls, right? He falls down and lands into the what do you call that? He falls down and he lands in the like control panel because it's exposed, and he gets electrocuted to death. Hold on, let me get another pen, bro. I should have known better. Hopefully, I'm gonna use the Inkjoy Papermate. Look, you can actually see it on this camera. Isn't that crazy? But um, he falls into the machine and essentially dies. And then we see the orb that they picked up at the beginning of the episode come to life. Like there's like little things inside of it, like little like monster or alien things, and they do something and revive him. Right? They revive him and they're like, "Don't touch him. He'll be fine." And they start telling their story about how they're the smartest brains from their planet, and they were trying to get away to prevent the tyrannical asserted government that took over their planet from getting their knowledge so that they can't steal their information so that they can make weapons because they have a desire to lay conquest onto the universe. Like they want to take over the universe. They want to besiege the cosmos. And these guys are like, well, we don't want that to happen, so we ran away. But we ran out of energy, so we had to wait on this here so we get our energy back. And they might be looking for us or whatever the case may be. And it was like we don't have much time left because we're starting to actually die because your environment is not hospitable for us, and we wanted to go to Earth as seek refuge there with these with all of this information that is so important because we can trust we can trust you guys with this information. We can trust the Earthlings with the most comprehensive encyclopedia of knowledge ever put together beyond the comprehension of humanity, such as I don't know, molecular reconstructing or whatever, which is like I guess like how you get like teleport a body onto like a planet or something. Like they were talking about stuff like that, and it was like so funny because they had to like try to record all the information, and they didn't have much time because they were dying, and the rescue ship was coming to help them, but it may have not come, right? And what ended up happening was that the rescue ship was intercepted, and the evil guys instead came, and they were like in a glowing orb, and they were hovering above the space station or whatever, and they were like, making their presence known and saying, give them up, they're ours, we need them. If you don't give them up, we're gonna, kick your behind, etc., etc. and they were recording it. They were recording like the information and stuff like that, and it was like, yeah, we should just give him up. And it was like the same I guess situation that he was in Korea. And honestly, I forgot the ending of the episode. I think they like faked them out, but that was essentially what happened. Like, it was just a rerun of what happened in Korea, I guess. But I don't understand because I feel like the ending should have been like they all just got annihilated because of the way that because like the guys lied to them, like the smart aliens just lied, and the entities was like, yeah, we'll spare you, and then they just destroy them anyway. I feel like that would have made more sense because it would have been like the same thing. But I think they like let them live and like didn't do anything like that. So that was weird. But that's episode Moonstone, Outer Limits 1963 version. You can probably go check it out. And I think that is it for this one commentary, the channel, whatever.